passing production has just been so poor.
What was that?
Common denominators between the
Gotcha.
last two games, why the passing production has been so poor.
Yeah, I think, we just got to execute better, to be honest with you. And we talked about it as staff, and that means simplifying things, whatever we got to do. With kind of the shifting the lineup around, I think we had some guys playing position they hadn't played in the past, and possibly because of that, some of the details weren't where they needed to be, on just simple stuff like route depths or whatever the case may be, timing. And that's on us as a staff to get it right and figure out where we're going to have the guys. Get on reps get Hudson and the guys reps at those specific spots to make sure that we're dialed in. And then, like I said, just harp on the details of what we got to do in the pass game to get it going.
Are you seeing Hudson do more or less the things that he's supposed to be doing, and it's problems around him, or is he part of this problem?
I think it's a combination of both. Obviously, I think it's I don't ever think it's just one person or one position group or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And at times I think that like I said earlier, because of maybe there's some uncertainty and creates hesitation in his mind. So then that's an issue as well that we got to get corrected. So again, I think the things that we got to do is just make sure that we can correct some of the detailed stuff so that those guys feel extremely confident, feel extremely comfortable in what we're doing, and go out there and execute on Saturdays.
What's your process for the start of games as a play caller? Are you someone who likes to script? Is it more organic for you? How do you kind of go in approaching how to attack teams?
We always, like I said, have initial thoughts that we want to get to and get in certain things just to see how to line it up to something or whatever the case may be. And then, like you said, for the first series or two, like I said, we have plays like, we got to get to this. One, because we think we can execute it. Two, because, like I said, it might give us information on how we think they're going to play us for the rest of the night, and then try to attack them from there.
Just with missing the guys you are with, Edgerrin and CJ Smith still, not available yet. How does that change what you're doing in terms of going to your playmakers? I mean, are you going to concentrate more, or is this a time where you can kind of spread the ball out more and have guys step up?
Yeah, I definitely think we got to do a great job of spreading the ball around, make teams defend the entire football, and kind of like you said, this is a great opportunity for that. I think that in the past game, there's times where obviously we have something designed, trying to get somebody to touch, and then there's other times where I think the reads dictate where the ball goes, and we got to do a great job, like I said, being dialed in, going through our reads, being where we're supposed to be, and like I said, when we try to get someone to touch, we got to execute that and get that guy to touch. And if we're trying to, like I said, if it's just base pass game stuff, we got the reads oftentimes the defense or the coverage, whatever the case may be, dictates where the ball should go. And we got to do a good job finding it and getting the ball where it needs to be.
Graham, what do you think you can hang your hat on with this offense right now?
I think the other night we talked earlier, just after the Notre Dame game, I think that Notre Dame was extremely physical. Played really, really hard, and we challenged our guys as a team, and obviously as an offensive unit. The physicality has to be there. You know what I mean? You have to play extremely. Football is a physical game, and if we're going to be successful, then we got to be physical. And I think if you go out there and watch the other night, after the Notre Dame game, we didn't feel like, there's a lot of things we did we need to build on. You know what I'm saying? It's we got to improve at a lot of things. If you go watch the other night, we played really, really hard. I thought we played really, really physical, especially up front, but even on the perimeter, those receivers blocking downfield, if you go back and watch, they did some really great things blocking downfield. And I think that's why a lot of those runs, hit from more than just, it goes from a 5 to 10 yard run to really big runs because the receivers did an incredible job blocking downfield. And so those are the things that we have to continue to build on. I think, like I said, the running backs did a great job. The O-line did a great job. We obviously ran the ball pretty successful. Made way too many critical mistakes in opportune times. And so when we get opportunities, we got to make the most of them. But like I said, coming out of the Notre Dame game, it was more we got to challenge these guys and go out there and get them to play the right way. I think they answered that. Now we just got to clean up clean up mistakes, make the most of opportunities, and get the pass game dialed in with details. But you can build on what we did, especially in the run game, and just from an effort and a physicality standpoint the other night.
How can you get Max Claremore involved?
Max is a guy that he's a special talent. So, like I said, we try to get him the ball. Like he's a guy that obviously we game plan touches for, and we're gonna have to continue to do that. And he's a big part of what we're doing. He'll be a huge part of what we do in the pass game, but he's also a big part of what we're doing in the run game. Obviously, he has a lot of responsibility in that, and that's the beauty of that tight end room. Those guys do some great things for us. Like I said, they're going to help us in the pass game. They're all bought. I mean, they're completely bought in. Do what we ask them to do in the run game. Because of that, like I said, we couldn't be more happy with like the tight end room, just the type of kids they are, the type of players they are, and like I said, we try to get max touches because I think he's a special player, and we'll continue to do that. And throughout, like I said, whether it be screens, whether it be in the pass game, just trying to find ways to get him singled up, or whatever the case may be.
Graham, how do you get off to better starts? I think back to the Indiana State game, and it felt like at halftime there were some points that you left on the field. Obviously, Notre Dame, not a great start. You get the fumble in the red zone Saturday, and then the fluky ball that bounced off a guy's leg, and it just seems to snowball. But those are things that you can kind of get into what you want to do and dictate how you want to play the game offensively if you get some points early.
For sure, I thought, like you said, we get the fourth down stop the other night, and that's, we're talking about making the most of opportunities we get. Like, we got to get points there. And to be honest with you, I thought the guys came out excited and did some really great things those first few plays. We created movement, hit some big runs. Then we get to a 3rd and 1, and we make a mistake we can't make. Obviously, you can't ever put the ball on the ground, especially in the red zone, and take points off the board. And so, like, that's a critical mistake that we can't have. And then, like you said, I think the screen pass deal, the swing pass, I mean, that's, like you said, a fluky deal, just seemed to snowball. But to me, they came out right, and I think we came out doing what we wanted to do, like right out of the gate on that first drive. We just have to take care of the football right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first run we popped for 10, 11, 12 yards. The next run we popped for 7, 8, 9 yards, something like that. We got to convert that first down finish to drive. But the guys, I do think, like, they came out with the right mentality. They did some decent things there. We just, again, have to clean up like simple mistakes. We can't make mistakes that cost you football games, and that's what we did the other night.
Any more questions for Coach Harrell? All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep.